Naruhodo. It seems that GoFundMe has taken down a page which was supposed to gather funds for Amber Heard to pay to Johnny Depp. And this surprised me, but for the wrong reasons. You see, it's not the fact that GoFundMe has taken down these types of pages. Because if you Google GoFundMe takes down legal and you press enter, you're going to see a plethora of situations where GoFundMe does not allow people to raise money for lawyers. Which in my opinion is despicable. I do think that everybody deserves to have a lawyer, even guilty people. Yes, even if the person happens to be a child molester, he should still have a lawyer. Like if he has to go to prison for 7 years, justice demands that he goes to prison for 7 and not 10. Right? So I do believe that, unironically, every single person, no matter the crime, no matter what they did, should have a lawyer. GoFundMe disagrees. It's their website, I suppose, right? Although, the problem is that they apply the terms selectively. Like sometimes they allow some people to gather money for a lawyer. Other times they don't. In the case of Amber Heard, it seems that their problem wasn't the fact that she's trying to get money, not for a lawyer, mind you, but to pay for the damages, something that I think should not be allowed, and I'll explain why in a bit. No, like their problem was with the fact that the people who made the site could not be connected to Amber Heard herself or to her lawyers, which is fair enough, right? But the problem is, like, when you have to pay damages to someone, there are two aspects of it. The first one is the fact that you need to repair the damage that you have caused. And the second one is punitive in nature. Like, you have to suffer, literally. Like, that's what part of the legal system is the suffering of the person that has been found guilty, and they now have to be punished in order to make sure that they don't do this again, and to also set a moral example for society. It's like, hey, if you defame, if you do this, you too can benefit from a $1 million punishment, right? Like, this is the way a healthy society operates. But if you're going to have, like, famous people, whenever they get sued, and whenever they lose the lawsuit, they will just go on the internet and crowdfund, then you have a two-tier type of people, right? Like, you have, like, the average person, which has to pay from their own pocket, and then you have the celebrities, which can just get their fans to pay for them, right? And they can continue in order to behave in a manner that is not exactly legal. So this is the problem that we have here. I remember the same thing happened with Akila, obviously. Like, she lost the lawsuit against Sargon, which, again, like, she used the copyright system in order to teach Sargon a lesson, something that is illegal, bragged about it, made multiple posts on Twitter saying that she is doing this, which is how Sargon actually managed to get her to pay for the legal expenses. Now, like, Sargon, being a British person, had to travel to the United States, had to hire an American lawyer. It was very expensive. Now, normally in the US, the party that loses does not have to pay for the legal expenses of the other party. But in the situation where it's proven that there was malice involved and that the lawsuit was done in order to try to mess with someone, not because you are actually seeking damages, then a judge can order that you pay, which is what happened to Akila, and she actually used the internet in order to crowdfund for her for the damages that she was supposed to pay. So yeah, you know, like, if you want to talk about what GoFundMe is doing that's wrong, is allowing people to get money in order to pay for legal damages. Like, this should not happen. Like, and again, we're talking about the website that already picks and chooses. Like, in a perfect society, it would just be a platform. Right? Just a platform. Anyone that wants to use it gets to use it. But no, they're a publisher. They get to decide who uses it. And I do think that they are immoral. The people running the company should not be anywhere near the presence of a child to educate them, because they run the risk of creating more people like them in society, which would be a huge catastrophe. And all in all, yeah, I mean, if you're a company that's basically, like, allowing some people to get money in order to avoid the legal system, and to be like, well, you know, I can do it, because at the end of the day, what's going to happen? Someone is going to sue me, and then I'm going to just crowdfund, and my fans will pay for it, so I'm not responsible. Right? This is not the correct way of applying the legal system. And it seems that GoFundMe is cooperating with this. Because again, like, there have been cases where people have managed to get money on the internet, and there have been other cases where people weren't able to get money for a lawyer. And this actually pisses me off. It's like, what's the problem? So what? Oh, well, they're guilty. They did bad things. Okay, but like, they need a lawyer. Like, even the criminals get a lawyer, right? Like, you have the right for a lawyer. But anyway, right. I digress. Let me know what you guys think, though, and I will see you in the comment section. Take care.